Ladies and gentlemen, I would request you to keep your phones, respective phones, on silence as the presentation goes on. And if you have any empty water bottles, don't forget to dispose them off in the dustbins provided in the various sections of the conference hall. It'll be very bad later. And please hold on to your seats. The show is just about to begin. All right, everybody. Good afternoon. Everyone who took out their precious time to be here for this event, this presentation of the next big thing going to be out in the market. But before we go on with the entire flow of things, let me bring your attention to something which stood out. You guys saw the AV on the screen. There was one word which was consistent throughout. Anybody care to tell me which word was that? Exactly right, imagine. Now, what happens with the word imagine is that when you imagine something, imagination, it's a very strong word to use, imagination. It gives you the creative liberty to break boundaries, to think beyond something which you thought was the limit. In today's world, in the second era of the information age, we've come upon a time when imagination is paving the way forward for us. I mean, when we come back, when we go back, to the early 90s, and we saw great Hollywood flicks with the big screens, characters popping out of them, holograms, everything. We were like, wow, dude, this is the next big thing. Turns out, this thing is real, it's happening, and it's happening now. Imagination paved the way for us. And with that thought in mind, a multinational from Taiwan, ASUS, which believes in the fact that innovation, evolution, and building on those innovations, creation, is the next big thing for them. These guys, this ASUS family, has worked very hard on this next piece of innovation, which is going to be presented in front of you. As you guys already know, it's the Zenfone AR phone. So without wasting any more time, let me take this opportunity to call on stage an esteemed personality who's none other than the region head of South Asia and the country head, India, Mr. Peter Chang, so that he can come up on stage and explain more about the Zenfone AR. Can we have a huge, huge round of applause for Mr. Chang, people? Sir. Thank
you. So ASUS is passionate about the technology. So since we launched Zenfone 3 years back, till now, we continue to see within the mobile category, how can we give the latest technology and innovation? So far, we have created a few milestones. Like we launched the Zenfone 2 in year 2015. It's the world's first 4GB smartphone, and even now, you see that this become one of the trends in the mobile industry. We also are the first one to put the 5,000 mAh battery into the smartphone dimension and to have the really good battery life to solve the battery consumption problem. And then we actually also are the first one to create a Zoom okay, one of the first one to create a zoom with a 3 times optical zoom within the mobile category. And then with our Zenfone 3 Deluxe, we also introduced the world's first Snapdragon 821 processor with 6 GB RAM at that time. And then this year, also with the latest model, Zenfone Live, we are the first one to bring the beautification mode in the video and the live stream. So this shows that how we care about the innovation and the technology and provide it to the users. So since 15 years back, okay, till now, I think lots of things you take it for granted. What you are doing now, actually, if you look at 15 years back, it actually never exists. For example, you read the news on your smartphone. You watch videos on your smartphone. You transfer the file and the pictures with your friends, okay, through the WhatsApp or the other messengers. But these things, actually 10 years back, 15 years back, doesn't exist. So imagination is something very important to drive the technology. So that because of the passion about the people, our research and development team, that's why we are able to have the technology today. With the recent technology involvement and also the readiness of Google Android and the hardware, we see that there's another new possibility to change the way we use the smartphone, to change the way we use the mobile technology, and then we can go beyond reality. And then let me show you the idea that we are going to do it.
Without preconceptions or boundaries, we are born explorers. Everything that enters our sight is yet another wonder of life. It is this human nature that brings us together and drives technological innovation. Impelling us to explore the unknown, defying our understanding of the ever-widening universe. Starting now, we can explore the world in a whole new way.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you the Zenfone AR. It's the world's first Tango-enabled and Daydream-ready smartphone. MIT from United States is a leading school that developed the engineering and innovation. Even in their technical review guide, they mentioned that AR will be one of the must-have technology further. So to know more about this product, let me introduce you my colleagues, Dinesh Sharma, to tell you more about this product. Then let us welcome Dinesh.
Thank you very much, Peter. Thank you very much, Peter. So, friends, thank you for being here. You've been seeing a lot of evolution in smartphones since the last maybe 7 to 10 years. Everything has been a bit incremental. Smartphones are indeed getting better on various dimensions like camera, battery, etc. But really, in terms of experience, now smartphones are going to take a completely new leap, a complete orbital shift with the launch of Zenfone AR. Because it's the world's first smartphone that actually brings together Tango augmented reality plus Daydream, which enables some really amazing stuff which you've never experienced before. And for the first time, you can actually look beyond reality and get your imagination and virtual experiences and digital virtual reality right into your real world. And to start with, we are going to be actually, before we get into the technology and actually show you how it works, we are going to show you the technology itself demonstrated right here on the stage. So we're going to go through a couple of applications which will actually show you different aspects of Zenfone AR and the kind of capabilities that it brings to board. To start with, we are going to show you how you are going to actually buy your car in the future. And the demonstration is being done on none other than but iconic brand BMW. So I'm going to show you out here how you're going to make your future purchase of your own BMW right here on the stage by actually getting a BMW i8 right here in front of you. So let's see the BMW i8 right now in front of us out here. So you can see the car right here in front of us. It's there on the stage. Can you see it? No, but you can see it on the display because I have it out here. Now what I can do is, to start with the exteriors, I can actually select the color that I want. So here, I like the bright blue color i8. That's my choice. You can also, take an option that you like. You can actually see the car from all around. Now, when it comes to the rims, we can decide whether we like this rim or this one, or maybe this one. So I've actually chosen the kind of rim that I want for the BMW i8 right now out here. Now let's go to the interiors inside the car and see. So here we open the door, and now I'm actually getting into the car, okay? And let's see the console and the premium upholstery which is there in BMW, and you can see it to the extent of detailing that you really want to. And now I can actually start choosing what kind of interiors I want. So let's say if I go for the beige interiors, this is how it's going to look like. The dashboard is also going to change accordingly. If I want, I can actually go and see the kind of console, the kind of feature set which the car has. So you can see here the different types of drive modes which are there. I'm actually experiencing all this in detail just the way I would experience this inside the car. However, I'm present on the stage in front of you. So that's a very, very powerful new way of car buying and shopping experience that you will have with the Zenfone AR. So that's the first app that we wanted to demonstrate to you. The next experience that we would like to share with you is actually about education. While we were in the school, we used to study with books, and we used to see everything in two-dimensional on the paper, okay? But what we want to do is we want to take this whole learning experience, okay, for the children to a completely new level. And I'm going to demonstrate to you out here how can AR completely revolutionize the way people actually learn. So I'm just demonstrating you out here one application which is about learning about the solar system, our own solar system. So I'm going to place here our solar system right here on the stage, okay? And then we are going to actually experience the way it will look. Okay, so can we kindly see? Yeah, okay, cool. So you can see here different planets. Okay, so here we have the Uranus. Okay, so you can see that Uranus, if I want to see in close, I just get close to Uranus. Oh, did you know that Uranus actually had rings, just like Saturn has? And we can also see in orbit what actually rotates around Uranus. So you can see there are some moons out here which are rotating around Uranus, and you can actually go and experience the moon. You could also change to the space mode, where you actually get an idea of how the planet would actually look like in space. You could see its relative distance with other planets and sun as you move forward into the solar system. And that's the amazing kind of technology that Zenfone AR actually brings to you. And you can see different planets. So just imagine the kind of learning, the kind of immersive learning that children will have today with the AR technology. Okay, now you would say this is all about, let's say, shopping experience, and then, you have the learning experience. What about gaming? And what about entertainment? So I'm going to be showing you a game in augmented reality. The rule of this game is that you are the god, and you've got to protect a temple. And we are going to play this game right now out here in front of you and show you the kind of experience which you have with augmented reality. So here we are. The game starts. As you can see, the game is right in front of us. We can go all around and see what's happening. So there are these barbarians and soldiers who will come to attack the temple, and my objective is to actually destroy them before they reach there. So you can see this guy coming up front close. I can go and actually attack him out here, kill him. I can actually put lightning on top of him and ensure that this guy doesn't reach the temple. Many of these guys will start coming up, and our objective is to go and actually shoot them down. Now that's the kind of experience which you can have in gaming with augmented reality. So isn't that really awesome, guys? Did you like it? Did you like the new technology that we are actually bringing to the fore? Awesome. Can I kindly have the presentation back? Yeah. So how does this all work? How did we make this happen? This actually happens with the new technology, which is Tango, along with amazing set of hardware capabilities that we have provided in our phone. So basically, Tango is mainly about three things. It's actually giving a smartphone capability to actually view stuff around just like the way we humans do. So it requires three capabilities. One is motion tracking. Second is area learning. When we actually move, we actually learn about the area where we are. And the third is about depth perception. So we have a tri-cam system out here, what you see, which actually does these three things. You've got a beautiful 23 MP camera, very high resolution, which gives an amazing high clarity background to the whole scene that you are in. Second, we've got this large fisheye camera out here, which actually has a 170-degree field of view. And the third camera, which you see up there, is actually the depth sensing camera, and it also comes with an IR projector, which actually throws the IR beam, and the depth sensing camera actually captures it back to sense the depth wherever we are. So this is one of the most important technologies that we have in our smartphone, which enables Tango to actually see the way we humans do. The second important thing is the processor itself. We've got a very powerful Qualcomm Snapdragon 821 processor, which has been optimized for Zenfone AR to support Tango and Daydream together. The phone also comes with 8 GB RAM. It's the world's first smartphone with 8 GB RAM. And the phone has a set of high-fidelity sensors, which really track every movement with very high sensitivity. So now I've shown you a couple of apps, friends, but now we are really, really happy to have with us out here India's first Tango developer, Renovate, and we've got their co-founder, Supratik, with us, and I would like to invite Supratik on stage to talk to you about what he's done in Tango application, and he will give you a brief demo about the application of that. Supratik, please.
Thank you, Dinesh, and hi, everyone.
So, Supratik, please tell us what actually inspired you to create the first Tango application in India?
Okay, we are Renovate. We are a company based in Pune, and we specialize in the industry of renovation. My co-founder, Devashri, is in the crowd, and we work with specifically people enabling low-end technology in the construction and the renovation industry. And some of our applications which we have help contractors, people who are getting used to technology in the first hand, to use sort of technologies which can help them in their work, as well as enable people like you and I to imagine their spaces and also design as well as think around, estimate their whole renovation space. And then is when we thought, what can push those boundaries? So for an average Indian, a house, a dream office, a dream showroom is a big deal. It's a lot of imagination and does not only concentrate with the architect or the interior designer. So we went all wild out and we wanted to enable the imagination possible in the interior space, in the renovation space.
Wow, I hope I had this app as well as the Zenfone AR phone, when you actually designed this before I made my house. That would have been really great. So how does it all work? I mean, can we actually see it? Like, can we actually go through the application? And
Absolutely.
Can you help me, let's say if I want to design my house, actually design a house for me?
Absolutely, we can do it right now.
That's what we can
Absolutely,
do? Wow.
we can do it right now.
Let's see it, guys. So, Supratik, here is the Zenfone AR with your app loaded. And let's see how do we go about it, yeah.
Can we have the screen, please, now? Okay, so Dinesh, what would you like? Would you like a bedroom for yourself?
Yes, why not? Actually, I would like to see a bedroom, as well as maybe next to the bedroom, let's say a bathroom as well.
All right, so we'll get you one. So we'll give you, let's say, a wardrobe to keep all your clothes in.
Sure.
You like a cherry or an oak from the selection?
Yeah, I would like the cherry at the top, that's right.
Okay, so let's place a cherry cupboard for you right here.
Oh,
so it's
wow.
here in your, it's here right away in your bedroom.
Okay.
If you want to push it to the corner, I could do it as well as I would push a real thing. So it now moves to the corner, looks in real life, and you can see it in perspective. So it is actually there in the corner right now.
Wow, that's cool.
Let's get you a bed, Dinesh, now. So you and I quite tall.
Correct.
Right? So let's get you a king bed.
Of course.
Comfortable to sleep?
Of course.
Okay. So let's find your cherry king bed. We'll place it right next to the wardrobe. So there you go.
Amazing.
You can move it around, you can place it around, you can tilt it around, and make it specifically as per your definition.
Wow, so I can actually do it all in the comfort of my house and see how these things actually fit into my home in the bedroom, right?
Absolutely, that's correct. You can move around your house, place your objects as you will. So at Renovate, we're adding more and more material that in real life, so these would be real-time material that you can go buy off the shelf and put it in your rooms.
And the sizes would also be in proportion to what they actually are?
Absolutely.
Okay, wow.
So this is actually, I'm moving into my bedroom, and if you see, I can actually move around the space, including the space that I would have around the cupboard. So it feels absolutely realistic to the core. I can have my bedroom design along with a lot of items.
Superb. And what about the bathroom as well?
Well, let's move to the bathroom now.
Cool.
So Delhi gets really cold. So we'll probably first get you a geyser. Let's find you a geyser that can allow you...
Yeah, the storage one would be better, right?
Okay, the bigger one? Okay,
that's right. This one will be better for Delhi, that's right.
So let's find a space on the wall to fit it there.
Okay, cool.
So there it goes. So you have a geyser right there, fitted there. You can actually ask the contractor to fit the electricals accordingly. You don't want the switch sockets to be at a height. You want them to be convenient. So you can actually place it at a space that conveniences you, and you can keep it there.
Cool.
So we don't stop only at objects that you would typically see in your spaces. So how about going into plumbing and also...
Yes, so the shower, I think, would be required in the bathroom for sure.
Want a shower?
Yeah, definitely.
A big one?
Yeah, big guy needs a big shower.
All right, we'll get you one. Okay, so we'll find a shower for you. Let's give you a big shower panel, one that you could afford, and one that could actually help you with your tall perspective. Sorry.
Oh, wow.
So there you go, and we have the shower in place. The shower is actually realistic. You can move around the whole space and see it in real space.
So isn't that awesome, guys? You can actually, design your own house if you want to, or your architects could come and use this and actually design the way your house would look like there and there in front of your eyes, and you could move things around, shift things around, and actually plan your house just the way you want it. So thanks, Supratik. I think it's an amazing app that you've developed, which really gives an amazing convenience to people, to architects, everyone. So that's really phenomenal, guys.
Thank you. And thanks to the ASUS Zenfone and as well as the AR technology, which allows you to do so. The area learning capability, which allows us to, so once you're done with your shower, if you move back to your bedroom, you'll still find your bed. So it doesn't move in perspective, and the area link capability really allows you to do so.
Great. Thank you so much, guys. So big round of applause for Supratik, please. Yeah.
Thank you, Dinesh. Thank you.
Fabulous. So this was all about the Tango and augmented reality. You've seen how Tango and augmented reality can actually help you in various ways. we've got a large ecosystem of apps which are under development for Tango, and you will see this application base constantly growing. At the same time, you've got amazing amount of gaming coming up on Tango as well, which will give you some really amazing gaming experience, something which you don't do right now. Moving forward, apart from augmented reality, Zenfone AR is the world's first phone which also combines Daydream along with Tango together. So when it comes to Daydream, we would just let you know how Zenfone AR further actually increases the immersive level of VR experience that you can have on your smartphone. So first of all, Zenfone AR actually supports a 2K WQHD very high resolution display. It's a Super AMOLED display, 5.7 inches. You get actually 515 pixels per inch. Your Retina displays could have 220. This is 515. So the kind of resolution which you have will actually enable you to really have a very good, immersive, clear VR experience when you use the Zenfone AR. To further improve the VR experience, one of the key issues that is there in VR is about motion blur and motion-related sickness which it causes. So to eliminate that, we've got a very low persistence rate of 2 milliseconds and a very fast responsive time on the screen of 1 millisecond. So the refresh rate, as well as the rate at which the screen would change the display when you move your head, is extremely, extremely fast, which eliminates motion blur. We've also got our own proprietary technology, Visual Master 3.0, which further enhances various aspects of the display, like contrast ratios, the kind of color combinations that you get. The color gamut is more than 100% NTSC. So all these aspects really enable you to get a very good viewing experience when you use the VR along with Zenfone AR. Now, what you can do with VR, I think a lot of you already know about it, but essentially to sum it up, you can actually watch personal cinema, you can actually explore new worlds by using Google Maps, and actually be in places right from your couch, and you can play some incredible, phenomenal games through the VR. So this is just an example of how you can actually go and explore the Taj, view it 360 degree on the Zenfone AR phone along with Daydream View headset, and you would actually feel like you are there at Taj and you can fully see the surroundings all over in 360 degree view right from the comfort of your home. We've also built in some special apps, okay, in our Zenfone AR, which are VR compatible, and therefore you can experience different kind of 360 degree putting your pictures in different kind of home scenarios. You can actually see your panorama shots in your VR headset. So 3 of our apps, Photo Collage, the Gallery app which supports the photographs, and Zen Circle are actually supported on the VR mode. So apart from augmented reality and virtual reality, Zenfone AR is a superb high-end flagship phone, and therefore it's got some other capabilities which are top-end. Coming to the camera, it supports a 23-megapixel rear camera with Sony IMX318 sensor. It's got a 6P Lagan lens. It has a super fast autofocus speed of only 0.03 seconds. That's it. Within 0.03 seconds, Zenfone AR will focus. We've also got very good optical image stabilization and electronic image stabilization, which will enable still photographs as well as still videos, even though your hands might shake. So it's got that amazing capability. In the super resolution mode, when you actually use a mode called super resolution, the phone would click a picture which is as high resolution as 92 megapixel, which again is the leading super resolution picture available in the industry. It also does 4K video recording and has a RAW file support. So for all you avid photographers who love raw images to work upon, the phone will deliver that to you. And to cover the lens is a sapphire crystal that we've used, which is completely scratch resistant, so that you can get great photographs in the future. Whenever you click it, the lens will not get scratched. And also for your Tango experience, it will always remain very clear and optimized. So we've got To support the quick autofocus, we've got our second generation laser autofocus, we've got a continuous autofocus, as well as face detection autofocus. Now, for the superior AR and VR experience, the next most important thing is the audio, because you want that realistic audio experience when you are actually experiencing high-quality augmented and virtual reality. To do that, we've got a very high-end 5-magnet loudspeaker, a NXP smart amplifier. We also support high-res audio, and we've got dual microphone for very good noise cancellation. Coming with the product, in the headset mode, the product will also support DTS HD Premium Sound and DTS Headphone X. Now, what these technologies essentially enable you to do is to actually have a home theater experience on your headset. It can actually allow 7.1 channel home theater experience, or you could change the modes as if you want front speakers, rear speakers, etc. So that's an amazing technology which comes for a very superior music experience on the Zenfone AR. And in box, we are giving you our most premium earphone, which is Zenfone Ear S, Zen Ear S. And the Zen Ear S has capabilities to support DTS Headphone X. It also supports high-res audio. It's constructed out of aerospace metal. And it's got a triple diaphragm, which gives you very good audio output, which you really need to experience. Now, you might think that so many great technologies which are there in Zenfone AR would probably make the phone bulky, but not at all. The phone is an extremely sleek phone. It's got only 1.5 mm slim bezel with 79% screen-to-body ratio. And at its thinnest edge, the phone is only 4.6 mm. And at its thickest edge inside, at the center, it's only 7.8 mm thick. So what you see is great technology coming in a super sleek form factor. At the back, you've got a very premium burnished leather back cover. And you've got a fingerprint sensor, which also unlocks in only 0.02 seconds and also supports moist fingers. So that's, again, a very high-end spec when it comes to design. And there are no compromises in design and gives you a great experience as well. Powering the phone is Qualcomm Snapdragon 821 processor, and it's also with the world's first phone with the 8 GB RAM. We've got 128 GB inbuilt storage, and it is also expandable up to 2 TB. We also have Qualcomm Quick Charge 3.0 for fast charging. So within 39 minutes, the phone charges 60% of its battery. So that's another amazing capability which is there in this for quickly charging your handset. To talk more about the processor and the optimization which has been done for the processor, I invite on stage a very special guest out here, Mr. Larry Paulson, who's Vice President, Qualcomm Global, and President, Qualcomm India. Please welcome Larry.
Thank you. Wow. There's a lot of engineers at Qualcomm that are very happy to see this, right? They sweat behind the scenes to build technology and then to watch it all get integrated and executed, in such a way that ASUS can. It's obviously very impressive. And, what is our role in all of this at Qualcomm? What is our piece of this business? And it really starts basically with the core technology. And our work starts in trying to anticipate what is needed to enable these types of activities. And if you think about this technology, Tango, Daydream, translated into virtual reality, augmented reality, the number of use cases and applications really push endless, right? They really do. And I realize for a lot of you, a lot of us, and a lot of the consumer public business activities, this is still fairly new. I don't like to use the word cutting edge, but it's fairly new to understand and adopt what are its real world use cases. But the reality is you saw some very concrete examples. And as I say, if you start thinking about military, and you start thinking about bioscience, and you start thinking about medical applications, you start thinking about campus tours. You start thinking about sports training, reading and getting ready for the next opponent. There are just endless upon endless number of activities. So at Qualcomm, for us to be able to anticipate that, it is very, very difficult. But and obviously to customize that. So what we've done basically is take the 820, customize it. I've been in India now about 6 months, and prior to that, in the role, one of the roles, or the role I had at Qualcomm was actually running our reference design group, and part of that work was actually preparing the Daydream reference design for Google. And some of the issues that were raised there about motion sickness, about frame rate renewal, et cetera, these are not, they're things we put on a slide, things we talk about, but they're actually very, very difficult to solve in real life when you actually stress something. You know, inventing or creating and making something work, you can build a lovely highway system and it works perfectly, except at certain times of the day. And so how do you build for peak? How do you build for stress? And so we take this 820, customize it for both the combination of virtual reality and augmented reality. And basically, without taking too much time up here, how do we do that? We start this Hexacon 680. Hexacon is basically a Qualcomm design architecture, which is optimized for 3D measurement. And 3D becomes an intense part of this, how to monitor and measure and look and turn things into a, if you will, a 2D picture. And then HVX is our cutting edge camera technology. I don't think 6 years ago, 5 years ago, we thought we would be invested with hundreds of people in the camera business. But behind the scenes, the tuning, the activity, the number of configurations that a company like ASUS can come up with to create a camera imaging, that all is optimized through our HVX technology. This always aware hub, if you look at the top, the headline, most difficult use case in mobility is basically performance and power management. It's very, very simple technically, or a solution for many problems technically is to simply increase the power. Think about your car, right? More horsepower gives you more performance, but if part of your objective is to have a weight issue, so you minimize your gas tank for the number of gallons you lug around with you, or if you have a fuel efficiency or gas efficiency and you have a budget, you just can't increase power to solve a problem. So to actually manage the threshold of power along with performance is extremely difficult. If you understand inventing, it's basically creating, and then you take that creation and you test it, and that testing produces errors, and you fix those errors and you start all over again with a new version of that creation that gets tested, that creates hopefully less errors, and then it gets created again with even hopefully less errors, and then created again with hopefully even less errors, and then tested and less errors and tested until you get to your objective and your points. And so combining power and performance is a massive activity today inside of Qualcomm. And then what really makes this work is sensors. Sensors, if you think about what sensors are doing for us now, right? What sensors are doing in self-driving cars. I have to tell you again, I've been in India 6 months. We've got a way to go on self-driving cars, right? And not that we don't have the technology, but some of the cars look like they drive themselves already. So, but the sensors that actually can pick up and read and monitor become an extremely important part of this. And so we actually have built a complete hub for those sensors. And then, as I said, this 3D graphic overlays, this latency, this frame rate, et cetera, get to be very, very, very important for us. We've done all that on a GPU, and then ultimately we continue to improve, generation after generation, our Adreno family. And so moving from 430 to 530 in simple terms is all about, again, performance and power. So I think on behalf of Qualcomm, one, I want to thank ASUS. We have a worldwide partnership doing lots of things together. And again, I speak on behalf of us of thanking you for taking our enabling work and then, if you will, finishing it into what looks like a phenomenal product that will have a really, really pleasant experience for its users. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Larry. I really appreciate your coming here.
Thank you.
So, Larry, just to tell you more about your processor, it also enables some amazing stuff. Apart from the VR gaming, you can actually experience really high-end gaming on Zenfone AR seamlessly because it's packed with this powerful Qualcomm 821 processor, which has been customized for this product, as well as 8 GB of RAM. So you get some incredible gaming experience. And even when you compare it with other smartphones which actually support 821, the performance of this product is way, way superior compared to them as well. As you can see out here, comparison with another phone which supports the 821. So coming to another important aspect, when you want to actually enjoy Zenfone AR to its fullest, you want to enjoy augmented reality to its fullest, you want to enjoy virtual reality to its fullest, to give you enormous amount of 4G data, we've done partnership with one of the leading upcoming telcos in India, which is Reliance Jio, and they've given us a phenomenal offer. So when you buy Zenfone AR, you get up to 100 GB of data extra on top of their select plans which are there in the market, which already give you a lot of data. So you've got huge amount of 4G data available with you. Plus, over and above that, you actually get a complimentary Jio Prime membership. So these are the two big benefits which have been brought to the table by Reliance Jio for Zenfone AR. Sorry about the display, but OK. So I would like to really thank Jio for that. And now we've got another amazing partnership to actually bring this product to you. And to talk about that, I would like to invite upon stage Mr. Ajay Veer Yadav, who's the Vice President and Head of Flipkart's mobile and mobile accessory business. Please give a big round of applause for Ajay.
Thank you. So this is actually what happens in retail. Lots of planning, great technology, everything working out fine, and then things go a little wrong. So I represent the retailer side out here. Great partnership. We've been in conversation with ASUS for a very long time. Great respect for the organization, what they bring to the table. I have an engineering background. There are engineering companies and there are marketing companies. When we look at ASUS, we go like, it's an engineer's delight. Just the sheer amount of innovation that ASUS constantly brings to the market. Anyway, coming back, so Tango, AR, VR, Flipkart, millions of customers, they will come onto the site. They'll ask one question. Simplify it for us. What does it mean? How do I make it work? What else will it do? I think what ASUS, Qualcomm, Jio, I think large part of the work has been done by ASUS and Qualcomm, so kudos to both of you. I think Jio is bringing the data on the table, work from Renovate. I think in the Indian context, the Flipkart perspective on this one is large part of the work on the mobile in the last 10 years. First one was accessibility, just having a mobile in the hand to become a partner in the economic live stream ecosystem. If you did not have a mobile phone, you were practically out of the economic live stream. Then the next step happened where people said, OK, you know what? It's not just about talking and figuring out who's ordering something, I have to deliver something. It's also about entertainment. If you see the latest reports that come out, 57% of the consumers actually, 57% of the time on the phone is actually used for consuming entertainment. And entertainment in India, I'm often told, is only about three things, movies, music, and cricket. Yes, games are catching up. Just the sheer possibility, once all the hardware is done for, spoken for, 8 GB RAM, 128 GB, and processor, thin form factor, great design, great screen. What after that? When we talk to our customers, and this is what we keep on sharing with ASUS, customers are asking us again and again, this has more power than the laptop that I used when I started my career. This has more power, actually, than the laptop that I have on my desk. What else can I do with this phone? And the word that keeps up coming up is, can you create better experiences for me? Can I actually enjoy my entertainment even more? Can it be a part of my son's learning cycle? When we look at augmented reality, when we look at VR, we'd like to congratulate ASUS and say this is the first step, or first big leap that's been taken in taking different steps. Tango was sitting somewhere, there is VR sitting somewhere, there is work done by Qualcomm. ASUS has kind of brought it together now. At least from a hardware point of view, you have an experience platform ready. From here, how does the experience actually manifest itself? Will it be 3D games? I believe it will be much more than that. Will it be an education platform that will emerge somewhere, which will make the whole learning experience far more immersive? Will it be a cricket stream which says even if you do not go into the stadium, you are practically into the stadium with every single bit of sound being fed back? Just the sheer amount of possibility that it opens up. We believe from here on, for the next 7 or 8 years, this will be the big move. And to that extent, our congratulations to ASUS team towards taking that first step and making it come alive. I just have one word, actually, few lines. Large part of the audience that sits out here actually defines how the public opinion is shaped. What you guys write, what you convey to the customers. Just as we talk to our customers, but take our word for it, they believe you far more. You are an unbiased, authoritative voice. I would only request that when this goes out not just as, yes, on specs it is a phenomenal phone, but it goes out for the experience that this phone could possibly provide. That the big leap that this is taking forward, and the whole ecosystem that will emerge in the country over the next year and a half now that the hardware has been placed. There'll be developers, there'll be more education platforms, entertainment platforms that will come on board. So just kind of, as joint custodians of the customers, just one request that when it goes out, it does not get converted into a spec story. Let's talk about the enhanced experience. As always, retailer. So finally, yes, this has to go live. We go live today at 4 o'clock. The phone would be available. Now, post GST, every single market, every single pin code of this country can access this phone. We will have Google Daydream going along with it on a special offer. It's already live on our site. Instead of $6,499, that's the price for Google VR. If you were to buy it along with this phone, you will get 2,500 rupees off, and that's just as a launch offer to get people more used to getting the VR thing. I would love to connect again. Sometime maybe we should have a session which goes beyond just the phone and say, how do we take the world of AR and VR forward, and how could possibly Flipkart partner in that one? Maybe a follow-up session 6 months down the line where all the ecosystem players come together, ASUS, Qualcomm, Jio, developers, more like you. First one, but many more to come. Thank you. I look forward to seeing you on the Flipkart site. I look forward to getting the customers coming there and hearing about your reviews.
Thank you very much, Ajay. Really appreciate it. So, great round of applause. So, Flipkart is our exclusive partner for Zenfone AR. Zenfone AR will go live on Flipkart today at 4 p.m. It's going to be exclusively available on Flipkart. Flipkart is also happening to be the only platform on which you've got two complementary products together, the Google Daydream View as well as the Zenfone AR. So you can actually buy both these products conveniently on Flipkart together. And as Ajay said, for all the consumers, there's a very special offer along with Zenfone AR. So when you buy the Zenfone AR phone, you get rupees 2,500 off on the Google Daydream View headset. So you've got a phenomenal offer from Jio, which gives you up to 100 GB extra data, and you've got a phenomenal offer coming in from Flipkart as well. So thank you, Ajay. Thanks, Gopal. That's brilliant contribution from your side. And now to take it forward, let's actually, look at the product as a whole. So here's a short AV just summing up the phenomenal product, which is Zenfone AR.
Come on, guys, that applause could be louder. Let me hear it once again for the Zenfone AR. That could be louder. So, before we move on now to the last leg of the presentation for you guys, let me draw your attention again. Let's take you back again to that word which I was emphasizing on. Imagination, right? Now, after witnessing all of the specs, the entire story behind Zenfone AR, there's another word which crops out of the entire hullabaloo. It's called opportunity. The opportunity to make learning better, the opportunity to create better, the opportunity to visualize better. You combine all of these three things, boom, you have something on screen, which is the Zenfone AR, which is going to be on Flipkart, like Sir said, starting 4 p.m. today. It's already live, like Mr. Yadav said. So, predominantly, the next big thing is with us. And the best thing is, it's not a big screen. It's not a big console. It's a phone. It's the power of creation, innovation, breaking boundaries, all of that combined and compiled into one device called the Zenfone AR. And with that thought, let me call on stage Mr. Peter Chang so that he can further elucidate about the Zenfone AR. Sir, may we have you on stage? Once again, a round of applause.
Well, okay, I think during the presentation, maybe in your mind, you already start to think, oh, now phone can do like augmented reality. So what could be the usage? Although maybe you are not the app developer, but maybe in your mind, you already start to think, in the future, after 10 years, maybe what could happen? So I hope this is also what ASUS can bring to the world. So Zenfone AR, it comes with the most flagship, spec, and so it comes with optimized Snapdragon 821 processor, 8 GB RAM, 128 GB of RAM, and also all the hardware that is designed for the AR and the VR experience. Zenfone AR, the world's first Tango-enabled and Daydream smartphone, will be available at 49,999.
Mr. Dinesh Sharma, Mr. Larry Paulson, and Mr. Ajay Veer Yadav to please grace the stage for a photo op session and a round of applause once again for the Zenfone AR people. Amazing technology. Official launch of the Zenfone AR phone, people. All right, once again, a huge round of applause for the ASUS team, Qualcomm, Jio, Flipkart. All the big names coming together to give you guys this latest piece of innovation. Now, apart from that, I would also like to bring your attention to the fact that if you guys really want to try it out, please be assured, right behind that white barricade which you guys see is the experience zone for the ASUS Zenfone AR. I would implore you guys to go ahead, check out the phone in its full might, and of course, remember, high tea will be served after the experience. And it was a pleasure being here with you guys. Thank you once again for your valuable time. Thank you once again. And a huge round of applause for you guys itself, for being an amazing audience. Thank you guys. Have a great afternoon.